don't know why that sounds funny. A little ASMR. Listen, bestie, listen. I am not in the business of letting you give up. I can't do it. I just cannot. You have that boom, boom, pow, and you need to know this about yourself. You are psychic, extremely psychic. You are very entertaining. And I don't know if you're already on a camera or you're already creating content, but you are destined to be in front of a microphone. You are destined for fame. So what things are you enjoying right now? Because your whole life strategy has changed. What things are you enjoying that you can share with the world? Are they your life struggles? Are there things that you're working through? Is it relationship issues? Are you a counselor, a therapist? Are you DIY projects? Are you in the spiritual community? Like, what is it that you do? Because people need to know about it. And I think it's not only that, but it's going to be very therapeutic for you. Just saying. And a little cha-ching too. It's not gonna hurt anybody. It's gonna give you financial freedom. Silent millionaires in the building. I said what I said. What is going on for you right now? I'll tell you what. God is taking you on an adventure. This adventure you might want to share with others. You might think that nobody is interested in the things that you do, and you could never be more wrong. I'm serious. You could never be more wrong. Mark my words. Your ancestors are supporting you right now. That it might seem like a crazy idea, like, no one's gonna want me to do that, but you have a calling. You have a calling. You are anointed. You are a chosen one. You are an earth angel, and you're very entertaining. You're entertaining, you're inspiring, you are creative. There's so many things that you're good at. I just love that you are down for whatever. And it's like the world needs to see that. The world needs to be inspired by you. And maybe you're an intuitive that can help others with your abilities. People just talking to you, you're able to channel and tune in to like what is actually going on. Whether they're trying to get relationship advice from you or they're on their own spiritual journey, you are truly able to help people by the way that you channel. So it doesn't matter if it's music that you channel, if it's art that you channel, if it's messages, you have something that you need to tell the world. And you don't need to be ashamed or embarrassed that there is a community for everything. There are all types of messengers. I see that your ancestors are helping you with this purge of your past mindset, self-limiting beliefs that certain things have to look a certain way. They're helping you come out of this sabotage, you wallowing, you being unimpressed by your own goals, you feeling wishy-washy or feeling like you have decision paralysis. Your ancestors are helping you become a boss. You will be the original gangster of whatever it is that you're doing. I think about so many content creators that there's so many different kinds. So maybe you're inspired to travel and vlog, or I don't know, there's just going to be a very special way that you do that that's going to make you the original. And I love your work ethic. You know how to put a lot of work into things. But for those of you that have already been on this path, that have already been doing this, because I feel like there's two groups of you, you're learning how to tone it down, how to wind it down, how to still be artistic without being so hard on yourself. So I know that you could have grown up with people telling you, oh my gosh, it's never going to happen. Or people being really rude to you. People not being very encouraging, being around a lot of energy vampires maybe. You are not crazy. This is not an illusion. This is something that is manifesting. You being front and center in front of the world. So some of you guys might be getting over some type of stage fright. And wow, we got baller status. This is your destiny, to be your own boss and to be a baller. Each and every one of you can define luxury in your own way. It doesn't have to be your parents' version of luxury, your sister's version of luxury. It doesn't have to be your neighbor's version of luxury. It can be your very own. So if you are creating content, if you are creating videos, or you are posting certain things, oh my gosh, you will be famous. What? Oh my gosh, mark my words. You will not let yourself down. You will not let yourself down. Do you for you because it makes you happy. I do this because it makes me happy and it feels fulfilling and it just fills my heart and I just love it. I love it. And I would not be able to do this full time if it wasn't for you guys. So trust and believe that you are destined for this. I know someone here is like, I don't feel like a guru. I don't feel chosen. I don't feel anointed. Or maybe you just sometimes feel unsure. Your purpose, you will feel connected to on a soul level. I remember when I first started my channel, I didn't know what the frick I was doing. So I used to practice and do shorter videos because I was like, I don't know. But I was working out one day and I got the cosmic nudge to start a channel and to start it with tarot. And I was like, what? So I asked for confirmation. So I was like, what is going on? I don't know anything about starting a channel. I don't know anything. So I got my confirmation and I've never looked back since. This is what I am destined to do. You are the guru. You are chosen. You are anointed. For so long, I had to work 2 jobs full time. I was doing this full time and I was bartending full time. And it was a lot. And I did that for years. I just barely went down to picking up shifts a couple of months ago. And that's basically like doing this only. But I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for you guys. Your spiritual support is increasing. That is what your ancestors, your angels are trying to show you. Your support, your encouragement to do what you want to do is increasing. Let's say you're great at sewing or you're great at, workout videos, like whatever it is that you do, you're still a vessel. You still know how to channel. You're still extremely psychic. Do what makes you happy. So I'm getting things that you're going to be posting. People will find resourceful, creative, inspiring, and entertaining. Resourceful, creative, inspiring, and entertaining. You are more than a triple threat. People love being around your energy. You are magnetic. You were chosen to influence. Think about how many people in this world are influencing and it ain't helping nobody. It's not helping anybody's self-esteem. It's not helping anybody's wallet. It's not helping anybody do anything really but for maybe their own vanity or... Do you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with being beautiful or being gorgeous or being into whatever you're into, but you guys know what I mean. They're influencers that it's all surface level. Their life isn't fulfilled. They're not truly happy. They're putting on a show. You are going to give people the real, the authentic, the blunt. And people are going to love you for it. So this is why your support is increasing. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be so hard on yourself for the things that you post. Is it going to be cringy sometimes? Yes. You guys know my theory on Cringe Mountain. And I actually got that from Anita Serene, who I think saw it from somebody on TikTok. But there is this theory of Cringe Mountain where we all start at the bottom. And over Cringe Mountain, once you climb over, is the land of cool. Every celebrity, every successful celebrity, influencer, musician, they started at the bottom of that mountain. And at the bottom of that mountain, all your haters are behind you, laughing, cackling, telling you that you can't do it, telling you that you're crazy. And as you get closer to the land of cool, their voices become faint, more faint. If you look at some celebrities that are famous now, their audition videos are cringe the house. And by the house, I mean a big exclamation point. I think about Ben Affleck. He was in that movie Teen Wolf. He couldn't even say his own lines. They had to like dub or edit it. Like it wasn't even like he couldn't say, he had like one or two lines and he couldn't even say it. He was in this movie with Michael J. Fox. That was, I believe that was his first movie. So we all start somewhere. It doesn't mean that you have to delete everything that you've ever posted or the things that were cringy. I mean, you can do what you want to do, but for this type of content specifically, YouTube, I wouldn't delete it. I wouldn't delete it because you'll still get paid for it. Do you know what I mean? If you were monetized and you have videos, but then you start deleting them, well, I mean, maybe you might want to, like, let's say it's with your ex and you're like, let's get rid of that. I understand. But if you're just deleting it because you're in certain stages of your life, I maybe would think about it, because those stages of your life are that they show your authentic growth. You know what I mean? So I don't know who needs to hear that. Somebody needs to hear that. We have family issues, stolen money. You could have had a lot of money stolen from you by family in very shisty ways. But guess what? You will be put in a position where you will never need your family again for anything. You guys could be the type of person that's like, I don't want to ask for help. And I understand that. Growing up, I used to ask for, not growing up, when I was smaller, I thought, yeah, I need to ask for help. I learned at a very early stage to not ask my parents, to not ask my siblings, to not ask people for help. And if I did, I felt like a mooch or I felt like a burden. So I had to learn how to get it up out of the mud at the age of 5. Then I had to learn at the age of 7. So at the age of 5, I had to choose, what parent am I going to live with? The one that is more toxic and psychologically just, you know what I'm trying to say, psychologically, mentally, verbally, all the things. Am I going to deal with that person, or am I going to deal with a person that's like never going to be around? I'll choose the parent that's never going to be around. And then at the age of 7, I realized like I'm really out here by myself. No supervision, nothing. Then I had to learn again at the age of 13 to start working, to make money, to be able to get things for myself. Then at the age of 17, I moved out. I left high school. I got my GED. I started junior college. And I was like, bye. So it's always a journey. But you don't have to be, where was I even going with that? I forget. It'll come back to me. But either way, you guys are I remember. You guys are figuring out like you're not going to need people. No matter what they took from you, you're going to be famous. And most likely without their support. I love seeing influencers out in the wild or out doing their thing, and they really rose from the ashes without people's support. And now you are becoming the magician. Maybe you at one point trusted a lot of the wrong people, and now God is teaching you, like, I'm going to take you to the tippy top where you are way up. You are blessed. Affirm it below. I am going to the tippy top. You always land on top. You are creating distance between you and people that are really selfish or don't care. And maybe there's even some people that have a bad reputation because they're judged by other people, but maybe you see the change in them, so you're still friends with them. And other people are like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you hang out with so and so. They're so rude, or they're so this, or so they're so that. But you are able to channel. You are able to see the people that are misunderstood, or the people that are lost or confused. And you're learning how to trust your own discernment and being more solid or steadfast in who you've separated yourself from, who you've created a divide between, who you want no contact with, and who you just want to block. You don't want to be bothered. You have reached your limit with people's BS, with people that are conning and scamming and being really fake. People that are not supportive, that drain your energy, or that are disrespectful. You are no longer patient with the effery of it all. I'm getting you've been magnetic since birth. You naturally attract people towards you. So maybe this makes you a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe it would be easier to do this through a camera or through posting things. Maybe you're done working in the matrix. You're done at your corporate job. You're done being in that type of environment. And God is saying you will be stable and you will be very prosperous. Whatever you thought could not be done, like me specifically, I never thought that I could do this full time. I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. I'm always going to have to work multiple jobs. Like, there's no way. And God showed me through time, like, no, you can do this. You can be stable. You can be prosperous. I'm like, what? I had to work through my own self-limiting beliefs. God is preparing you for the next level. You're hoping over here just to make a decent amount of money, and God is going to double or triple that. You're like, oh, I would really like to make this much. You better add some zeros. Seriously, because you have been getting it up out of the mud relentlessly by yourself. We have entertainer. Your charm and influence will help you get ahead. You're charming, you're influential, you're respectful, you listen, you channel, and people love this telepathy in you. They're like, oh, they're really listening to me, but you really know how to tune into people. We have the voice. People need to hear your voice. You're like, no, not my voice. My voice is cringe. I used to think the same thing. I used to think, no, nobody wants to listen to my voice. There's no way. I used to really dislike my voice because I thought it was manly or, I don't know, because I just thought it was, there's no one that I could think of that has a voice like me, and I just didn't like it for some reason. But now I'm used to it. Now I'm used to my own voice. And I appreciate when you guys compliment my voice. It's one of the sweetest compliments. I love reading your guys' comments. And I just feel so connected to you guys. You're going to be the rebel on the internet. I said what I said. You are going to have a very rebellious and revolutionary spirit on the internet. It's giving like the villain in a show or somebody famous that everybody's like hating on. It reminds me of Ragnar in Vikings. Everyone's heard of his name, but not everybody likes him. You know what I'm saying? And he did things that people were like, oh my gosh, you can't do that. Nobody's doing that. But he did it. He had his bestie build a boat, and he tried to tell the king, we think that there's lands to the west. And he was like, there's no lands to the west. And they had like this little compass or sun guider thing that the king didn't know about. And they traveled and started doing their raids to the west. Now, I don't approve of how they were doing some of those things. It's not my business. It's a part of history. And people might not, I say that to say this, people might not agree with what you're doing, but that is fine and dandy. Okay? You are not going to allow their limiting beliefs to stop you. Ragnar did not let the kings limiting beliefs like no, I say when, I say who, I say when, and there are no lands to the west, and you're not traveling, and you're not using my boats. So what did they do? Him and Floki, they built a boat. Even the guy that plays Ragnar, okay, he didn't even think that he would get that role. He interviewed he auditioned to be Floki, which is the guy, the boat builder, the bestie. And they were like, nah, 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 sir, you will be Ragnar. Yes, you will. So let me know in the comments if you guys have seen Mercury. If you guys have seen the show Vikings. I know I'm late to the party. You would think that with Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, all the shows that I watch, like Tudors, I watch anything on King Henry, White Princess, Spanish Princess, the White Queen. I love going back in time and like living through their lens and like feeling like I'm there. That is everything to me. I'm a cinematic hoochie. Okay. I love cinema. I love the slow motion. I think Vikings has some of the craziest battle scenes. And the fact that they relentlessly were filming that like back to back to back, that's giving Game of Thrones a run for its money. I'm just saying. So I used to be a workaholic. Guilty. I used to be a workaholic, so I missed a lot of shows that were on in a certain time period. I feel like I missed a lot of shows from 2010 to 2020 because I worked so much. And then even after that, 2021, I was still working hard, but it was just different. I was trying to chase my dream and follow my purpose, but then still work a 9 to 5. And I still have my 9 to 5. I just don't have to go there as much. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that bad. But I say that to say this. I'm catching up on some of like this great cinema. And the Vikings, I don't know how that one went over my head, but I loved it. Especially the first couple of seasons. I feel like the last couple of seasons are very depressing, but I really liked, the first couple of seasons. And I feel like it's all good, but I don't like things to be too gory or too depressing for too long. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's really good for like the backstabbing, the betrayal, the politics of it all. And you guys have a life purpose in changing people's minds. You are really good at changing people's minds about you. I'm sure a lot of people looked at some of our, biggest figures in history like, oh, you're crazy. What is this light bulb? What do you mean there's electricity? What do you mean you're gonna paint this? Like, what is that? They probably thought they were freaking nuts. You will be the Albert Einstein, the Picasso. Like, you will be the original gangster of what you do. So relaxation brings in manifestation for you. Relaxation brings in how you supercharge things. If you guys have seen my favorite show, The Wheel of Time, you know how they like channel and they have all of this. Oh, it's like your aura and the way that you channel things, like it's just all around you and people feel this. So people could see orbs around you, or you could see a lot of orbs, or you can read people's auras. You are finding your life purpose and you will be able to create the life that you want. So if you aren't carrying all the wands and all the swords and all the burdens or feeling like a burden to others, and you just kind of go at a more chill pace, you will be able to keep an open mind. You will be able to pivot easier when necessary. So you keeping an open mind will help you see that there is something unfolding for you. So yeah, God wants you to be the mad scientist in the lab, creating and having fun through trial and error and just living your best life and being yourself. God wants you to know that you can get paid being yourself. You might think, oh no, I'm too dorky, I'm too nerdy, I just like to read books, I just like to sew, there's nothing. Stop. There's nothing boring about you. Nothing. Any way that you create things is, oh, chef's kiss. So I want you to enjoy that more. If you are good at DIY, I always trip up on how to say that. If you guys are good at DIY, you guys can teach people how to do things the way that you do them. I love watching people do like those resin art objects. That's so satisfying. I love watching people do hair. I love watching people do lashes or nails or I just love watching people in their craft. It doesn't matter what that craft is. It could be welding. It could be glass blowing. It could be anything. God wants you to add more activities to your plate. Yes, add more activities to your plate. Is it cooking? Are you going to start cooking more? Are you going to learn how to sew? Are you learning different languages? Be the mad scientist cooking it up in the kitchen because you got this. And I see a smile on your face whenever you put something together. I'm always really proud of myself when I put something together. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I did that. Like what? I got this, oh my gosh, the other day I got this watch. Now this is smaller in the scheme of things, but it was a mother effort to put together. I have never had to remove and put in my own links in a watch. And for some reason, I was trying to do this with a smartwatch and it was a pain in the butt. And I kept trying to do it by myself and I kept trying to do it by myself. And I was like, no, I don't need help. And then finally, my hands were so sweaty from like getting frustrated and trying to do it on my own that I finally asked my husband, like, can you hold this for a second while I like slide this in here? And then can I hold it and then you help like nudge this into the little slots, into the little, so I can slide these links out. And once I got the links figured out, it was the other parts of the watch that was harder. And then I was like, oh my gosh, the links are easy. It's this other part. Like, I think, yeah, I'm wearing the watch. So I'm wearing the smartwatch. This is the Viveo Active 5 by Garmin. And I freaking love this watch. But getting in the links, let me take this off. Okay. Getting in the links, that was easy. Taking them off, getting this sized. But getting these little parts in right here, because most smartwatches, it's already built in, but these, it was not. So trying to get that in by myself with this on, with this attached already, like if this wasn't on and it was a band and it was separate like this, I could get the little links in to connect it to the watch. But because it was already on here, I was like, oh my gosh, let me get in here. And like, so sometimes we need help. It's okay to admit that you need help sometimes. I remember when we first got this table, I couldn't wait. I could not wait. It was like my first table with my husband. When we got our first table together, our first couch together. A lot of you guys were here with me in the beginning where I had to read on my bed. I didn't have a table. I had a coffee table, but I didn't even have a table. And it was our first time like living on our own without family with us. And I remember that I couldn't wait. And in my little SUV, I thought I can get a marble table in my car. I'm not going to wait 2 weeks for them to deliver it. No way. Plus we were going to be hosting for Thanksgiving and I needed this table like yesterday. So I go to the furniture store and I'm like trying to have them help me load it in my car. It was insanity. I had to drive with the back open on the freeway and it was terrifying. And then I almost broke the table because the marble top is so heavy. I almost snapped the frame trying to lift this myself. Never gonna do that again. Never, never, never. I'm so stubborn sometimes. So maybe you guys are stubborn and you think that you have to do things yourself, but you don't. You don't. This morning I was like half asleep and my husband was like, are you okay? And I was like, I need to get a fan. And I'm like half asleep talking. I'm like, I need to get a fan. And I was like, oh wait, I ordered one. He's like, why didn't you tell me? I would have ordered you one. And I was like, oh, I didn't want to bother you. And he's like, you're not bothering me. And I was like, why did I order the fan without my husband's help, because we have a fan, like one of those like big circle fans that like is on a stand, but it blows so strong that it's like on both of us when I just need it on me. So I was like, okay, let me get one of those tower fans. And so I was like waiting for it to go on sale, waiting for it to go on sale. And finally it got marked down. And I was like, yes, now I'm going to buy that fan. So it's just blowing on me and not everybody else in the world that doesn't want the fan on them. And he's like, why didn't you tell me? I would have got you one. I was like, oh, I don't know. I thought I would be bothering you. And he's like, you're not bothering me. And I'm like, I don't freaking know why I do. That's like me being hyper independent sometimes. Are you guys like that, where you're hyper vigilant and you're hyper independent and you think you gotta do it by yourself? You just don't have to. There is an artist in you, and God is preparing you for takeoff. You could be investing in a home business. And I'm so proud of you. Maybe you're scared it's gonna flop or it's gonna go bad, but you can start small. Let's say you have a small space and you're like, oh, I don't have all this room for product and to sell it. Like, just start small. Maybe make everything made to order and let them know like the shipping is going to take longer because these items are made to order, but they're custom. I see you guys making something or doing something that is very custom that cannot be replicated. Very hard to replicate. I got this in another message. I feel like I'm having deja vu. I feel like I channeled this in another message that whatever you're going to be doing, it's not going to be like sweatpants and hoodies. It's going to be something original. You feel me? I also see you taking more pride in your home. So if you watched yesterday's message where I said, oh my gosh, you're a beautiful miracle. Street bike. You are this beautiful miracle, and you are you're overwhelmed or overcome with gratitude. Gratitude for what you have. Maybe you thought you lived in a very small space. You're like, oh my gosh, it's a freaking shoebox and I have no room for anything. And then you started organizing and de-junking and decluttering. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I have all of this room. Like Step Brothers, they're making bunk beds. It's like, no power tools, Dale, no power tools. And he's like, this is how we do it. And he's like, we have all this room for activity. That's going to be you guys. I remember when me and my husband got our first place, this place, we were like so scared. We were so scared. We were staying at a family member's house and we're like, can we stay a couple more days? Because like we just weren't ready. We were so used to living with family that we were like, and like we'd already gotten the place. We were already ready to move, but it was like taking that next step, like, oh, this is like ours and the place is like waiting for us, but we're like over here, like it's a slumber party still. And so we try to make it like it's a slumber party at home. And I love one of the things I love about my husband the most is that he doesn't tell me how to decorate. But seriously, he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. He just cares like if I don't move his stuff, don't throw away his stuff, don't move, or like, you know, unless it's honoring that thing. So like I hang up all his trophies, all his Joker figurines, all of his baseball figurines. Like I put them in certain places that he can enjoy them and see them, but I don't throw things away. Like if it was my mother and my stepdad, she would just, oh, you don't need this anymore. Oh yeah, I threw that away. I remember I would get my stepdad gift cards and she would take them. I would be like, yeah, Dad, you need new shoes for the gym. And he's like, oh yeah, thank you for this gift card. And you know what? My mother would take the gift card so she could buy new shoes so she could use it on her elliptical. Yeah. So glad I don't do that. Anyways, I love that he doesn't tell me how to decorate or what to do. And he loves when I get excited about organizing. And I'm like, look, I organized all of these things. He doesn't get mad at me for the toys that I love or, you know, the girly things that I like. He doesn't care because it makes me happy. He's not like, oh my gosh, what are these? Or why are we decorating this way? What is that? Like, he doesn't care. He knows that I'm going to make us a beautiful home, and I'm going to put a lot of love and effort into it. And I just love that. But I also love going to get stuff with him. I love when we pick out big things together. And there is an artist in you. And I want you to be around the people that appreciate the artist in you. Oh my gosh, my bracelet just fell off. Sometimes I feel like a little kid getting into things, but my husband loves that about me. And whatever makes you creative, entertaining, and where you are around people that you can be authentic. Maybe you can't be around people where you can feel authentic, and that's why you will be online. So that way those people will find you. Don't worry about if it's slow, if it's not what you thought it would be, whether it's views or likes or subscribes or shares. It might move around really, really slow, or it might move at a slower pace, but are you enjoying it? My first year on YouTube, it was like the first year of marriage, rough. You're being handed all types of challenges. I lost, my dog passed away. I had a couple family members pass away, and it was hard. It was really, really hard. But yeah, it took me a year to get monetized. It took me a year to get 1,000 subscribers, but I didn't give up. And after I was monetized, I still worked full time for 4 years, 4 years, because the first year I wasn't even monetized, and then I did 3 years on top of that. I don't know. So like 5 years working full time and doing this full time, and having a Patreon on top of that, and a members only. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but do you love it? Do what you love. Do what makes you happy. And if you feel like you can't be authentic around the people in your community, you will create a community. And people will flock to whatever it is that you're doing. Okay? So remember, you're going to be famous. You are going to be a creative force to be reckoned with. You will be your own boss. So whatever situation that you feel like has the capability or possibility of holding you back in any way, shape, or form, I see that you already have 1 foot out the door. I had to learn how to trust myself. And it wasn't easy. Learning how to trust myself, like, okay, if I'm not successful or it doesn't go well doing this, then I can always go back to a 9-to-5, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to bartend the rest of my life. But at the same time, I just never wanted to be in management. Management is not my thing. I'd rather be my own boss. But yeah, I never wanted to be in management because I liked being more commission-based, more incentive-based. So, and being able to have a flexible schedule. I never wanted to be salary where it's like, no matter how long I'm there, that's what I make. No. I always liked having a job where if like I work hard or if I'm consistent, then that's what matters. And that's one of the main things that I learned in bartending is getting your own clientele, getting your regulars, being consistent, and having them know like where you're going to be at, because like the bar that I've been working at the last like decade has many locations. So it was hard for me to believe that I could be happy doing what I love, it be my purpose, and be able to pay bills. I was like, oh, there's no way. Like, it can happen to other people, but it can't happen to me. So maybe you guys are thinking that way, but expect a sudden windfall. And it's only going to get better. And through trials and tribulations, you will learn how to sustain that. Like, okay, this is how much I need for bills. This is how much I need for product. This is how much I need for this. And this is what I'm going to put to the side. Whether you're investing that or creating a business, whatever it is that you're doing, you are like so savagely intellectual. You need to give yourself more credit. Seriously, you need to give yourself more credit. So many people want to control you. They want to rule you. They want to tell you what to do. Like, I can't just work for any old boss. If that boss is a control freak or a whole narcissist or a whole energy vampire, like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Even before I was spiritual, even before I went through my spiritual awakening. So God wants to restore faith in your own abilities, that you can do this. Whoa. Don't believe for a second that you can't have this amazing life. Don't buy into other people that are crashing out on the internet. Learn from their mistakes. Okay, I watch people online all the time, and I can learn from things that they're going through, what to do and what not to do, and mistakes that I don't want to make, or things that so I just have to be authentically me. Spirit is trying to show you that you are a different type of spiritual teacher, and you are being given the green light to care less and less about other people's perceptions. Okay, you don't have to let other people's perceptions affect you, because they might be really salty. They might be trying to make fun of you, like, oh, who do you think you are? Like, trying to do this or that. You have your enemies and ops in place, having a whole psychotic fit, a whole meltdown, because you're not giving up. Okay, you are not giving up. We have treat your body like a palace. Okay, treat your body like the palace it is. Somebody here has been really hard on their body. Maybe you were an athlete or a gymnast or a dancer. Maybe you just really worked hard, and you are starting to see, like, dang, I shouldn't have treated my body like that. I need to be nicer to my body. So anytime you're playing, you're going to be rewarded, believe it or not. And those that try to come up against you are being dealt with. Okay, you are healing from heartache. There could have been something that happened to you in the last year. Something or someone that you thought was going to maybe be a part of your life, or maybe somebody that let you down, but it's also teaching you that you can let them go, and love is a little bit strange. Love is strange. I had some people in this last year that I really wanted to work with. I had a lot of people that let me down, and it was, really disappointing, but I just stopped caring as much. Like, the right people will align with me, and maybe I might have to travel a little bit further or just wait a little bit longer, but, like, that's okay. Ooh, we have Miracle. Yeah, if you guys did not watch yesterday's message, and you definitely need to watch that, that will be your extended. It's called, Oh My Gosh, You Are a Beautiful Miracle. Yeah, all these people that, like, think they can stop you. No, it's not going to happen. So I had a lot of people that I thought were my friends, or I thought they were good people, and it's just not, like, jealousy and envy takes over, and it just makes me sad. Like, oh, I just want to have a friend, but my friends are here online. My friends are here on the internet. Period. The end. So I don't know whoever has been really competitive with you or wanted to hold you back. You are seeing, like, I'm going to fly anyways. I'm going to fly anyways. I see you really asking for what you want, praying for what you want, manifesting what you want, despite what other people think. Like, oh my gosh, that's so bougie or tacky or gaudy or whatever. And it's time for you to be brave, because God is showing you this new era. You have powerful personal growth in store. I love that. Okay, then we have what comes around. What comes around goes around. Okay, I'm going to pull out like my little baby deck. Whoa. We have truce and surrender. Some people have been trying to get you to surrender to doing things their way, but follow your own advice. Follow your own strategy. You are psychic AF. Okay, I see you guys creating like, what is it? Like a hybrid version of what you want to do. So maybe you've studied people's different ways of doing things, and you're like, oh, I can do this and that and concoct what I want. And somebody might try to tempt you to do it differently. And know that your intuition is spot on, that you should do it a certain way. I see you creating hybrid versions of everything that you enjoy doing. So let's say you enjoy watching Netflix. You're going to watch Netflix on the treadmill. You're going to watch Netflix as you're working out. Let's say the way that you like cooking is a certain way. Maybe you're going to add another layer, or you're going to prep it differently. I just see you creating hybrid versions that people are like, oh no, you can't be doing all that. Like, what? Wait, what? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I want to find out more about this miracle taking place. It looks like some people are going to be defending you or standing up for you. Even though you're the rule breaker, you're the nonconformist, you're the lone wolf. I feel like it's this community that you're going to build. These people that are going to be attracted to you. What other miracles are coming in? So balance will be restored with the people that you attract online, with the things that you're posting. And then we have another miracle that's coming in is merriment. Merriment, your life bearing fruit, being juicy, having wealth, and being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I watched this girl, Josie, on YouTube, and she has, like, I think it's called Josie Bus Life. And she basically built this little cottage on wheels. It's so freaking cute. And then she travels like all over Europe in her and her little dog Winnie. So Josie and Winnie, she took this Mercedes bus, had to get her like truck driving license to drive it. And for 3 years built, didn't even know how to use power tools, never had even changed a light bulb. Took a 1-month course of like learning how to like weld and do drywall and like learning how to use power tools. And she was the only girl in this class. And she was a dancer too. She did like Magic Mike shows, and she's an incredible dancer, got a scholarship to a good dancing school. But she was tired of working full time and like not being able to like backpack or travel, and now she's able to do that and create content, and she's such an inspiration. You guys should definitely check out her channel. She's so freaking stinking cute. Yeah, it's called Josie Bus Life. Freaking A, I think that's what it's called. But yeah, she created this whole cottage on wheels. It's so inspiring. Like I can't even explain. So now she can more enjoy the fruits of her labor and travel and then park and look at these beautiful views and know that she built all of that with her hands. It's just so amazing what we can do when we put our minds to it. So God is saying, not only will your life bear fruit and there will be lots of happiness and lots of merriment, but you will be able to enjoy the goodness, enjoy the fruits of your labor, not just build through labor, but enjoy the fruits of that labor. Enjoy the windfall. Wow. I love that. So you're no longer avoiding your destiny. If you guys have made it this far into the message, drop a rainbow down below. I love that. Oh my gosh, I just love her content because it just shows you that life doesn't have to be crazy and chaotic. I know she was saying in the UK it's really, really hard to own a home. So this like nomadic lifestyle is so interesting, and it just looks like a lot of fun. But it also shows you how you can live in a smaller space. And I watched this video today where she traded vehicles. So she has a big bus, this Mercedes bus, and her friend, another content creator, has a van. And so they side by side traded and cooked meals and like spent the night in the other's vehicle, and they showed like the cool things about their nomadic lifestyle. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. There's going to be a lot of people that want to work with you. You are going to be able to travel the world. This might be a dream of yours, to be able to travel and see different sights. But maybe you feel like, oh, I don't have anybody to do that with. Maybe you're going to be doing it on your own. Maybe you're going to be doing it on your own. But yeah, you guys should definitely check out her content. Oh my gosh, her and Winnie, they're so freaking cute. Her little dog is so cute. Ooh, we have within a few days. Something is coming in within a few days. What is that? What is that? What is coming in a few days? Whoa. We got shooting star. A rare blessing is coming in for you where you will be dazzled. Let's see. Something brilliant. There's a wish, just a wish being granted where you will have a lot of luck. Wow. I don't even know what deck to grab. Let me grab some more tarot really quick and see if I can get some confirmation on this shooting star. Whoa, that is too many. That is too many. Can you tell me more about this shooting star? Maybe you're just like your passion. Your level for passion is going up where you're not going to have to like plan so much. That you were destined for fame. You were destined for resources, for fortune, for protection. Not getting anything through that. So let me just get you guys some advice. We have emotional roller coaster. Whatever you've been going through, it's been an emotional roller coaster, but you are purifying how you process things. You are cleansing your old paradigm. Oh, whoa. We have stay focused on fears. Avoid shortcuts. You have changes unfolding. I got a song. There it is. Circus by Britney Spears. I was just literally talking about Britney Spears yesterday. There's only two types of people in this world, the ones that entertain and the ones that observe. Well, baby, I'm a put on a show type of girl. Don't like the backseat, gotta be first. I'm like the ringleader. I call the shots. I'm like a firecracker. I make it hot when I put on a show. Like, you guys inspire people. You get their blood pumping, their adrenaline pumping. Like, you guys get people excited to live life. To live life differently. So yeah, you hear everything. Know that you're hearing things correctly, or you're seeing things, or that you're in tune. Avoid any shortcuts at this time. You are a smoke show. Get ready for another glow up. You are a smoke show. Okay. There's a lot of people getting karma right now. I'm trying to ignore them for this message. Your IQ is increasing. You are going through a level up in your brain cells. Something is awakening in you. We have a friend. Somebody is going to be making a new friend. This could be a friend online. And then we have Fountain of Youth. You're going to slow your aging process by that relaxation. Relaxation's bringing you manifestation, bringing you blessings. You're really in tune with your emotions right now. Remember that. How you're living now, how you're taking care of your vessel right now is what you should be doing. You're no longer taking shortcuts for how you take care of yourself. So keep following your intuition. Okay, you guys, let me know what is going on in the comments. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, duh, you don't want to miss out. I just appreciate you guys so much, and I couldn't do it without you. So thank you for letting me be a part of your path. I'm sending you so many smooches, and I'll see you guys in the comments or the next one. Bye, guys.